This is a classic vector problem. So here I have a cube in the XYZ space, and one corner is at the origin, so it's in the positive XYZ quadrant, octant, yeah. So we want to find the vector from the origin to this opposite point over here, and I want to find the unit vector in that direction. So this is a box that's the length of 2 by 2 by 2. And then I want to find the angle between that vector and the vector along the x-axis right there. Okay. Yeah, that'd be fun. But we'll do anything. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, the first thing that we want to do is to find the vector A. So the vector A is going to be, let's say, P2 minus P1. So if I have this point, and that we call that P2 and that P1, I can find the vector A by just finding that. So what's the vector location of P2? Well, P2 is the opposite side of that corner. So this has a coordinate of 2, 2, 2, right? If every length is 2, it goes 2 in the x direction, 2 in the y direction, 2 in the z direction, so that's 2, 2, 2. And then P1 should be pretty obvious. It's the vector 0, 0, 0. So that means that the vector A is going to be 2, 2, 2 minus 0, 0, 0. So A is 2, 2, 2. Now, how do we find the unit vector in the direction of 2, 2, 2? Well, it's going to be in the same direction as 1, 1, 1, right? We don't have to do it that way. So let's find the magnitude. I spaced this out wrong. Let's find the magnitude of A. The magnitude of A is going to be the square root of x component squared 2, 4, plus 4, plus 4. So it's going to be the square root of 12. So now I can divide each component of this by 12 and I'll be done. So A hat, I'm just going to write it out. We're going to do it in Python too. It's going to be 2 over the square root of 12, 2 over the square root of 12, 2 over the square root of 12. And that's it. Okay, next I want to find the angle between A and B. Well, what's the vector B? B is just in the x direction. So B is the vector 2, 0, 0. How can I find the angle between those? I can say A dot B is the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B times the cosine of the angle between them. And I can find that by using the components, and then I can find the magnitudes right here. So then I get cosine theta is going to be A dot B over AB. That's terrible. A, B, and then theta is inverse cosine of A dot B over AB. Let's do this all in Python. And I'm actually going to build this in Python because I think it'll be fun. So we're going to build all of these arrows with the box, and then we'll calculate that all. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun. OK, let's jump into it. So if you have not seen VPython before, this is VPython. And there is an object in VPython, a three-dimensional object called a box. So let's just build the box. I don't even need to give it a name. So I got to type right here. I'm just going to say box. You don't have to give it a name. And I do have to give it a position. I'm going to do this the wrong way. But let's call this L. The length is 2. So the box is going to be, let's put it at vector, and let's just see what happens. Vector 0, 0, 0. And then I need to give it a size, which is the x, y, and z lengths of that thing. So size is also a vector. And it's going to be L, L, L. And let's just run it, and then we can change things about it in just a second. So there's my box. Look at that. I can zoom out a little bit. And I can rotate around. Box. Now, the problem is that the vector position of the box is the origin, right? The center of the box. So here I have a box with the center, and the center is not at the origin. So I need to fix that. How can I make the center not at the origin? Instead, I want the center to be one corner. Well, if I shift the position of the box up L over 2, over L over 2, and back L over 2, then that's fine. So I'm going to put the position L over 2, L over 2, L over 2. Now I'm also going to do this. Opacity equals 0.3. So I can make it partially transparent because I want to do that. And there's my box. So now you can see that it's the origin's right there. Now let's put a ball. I want to put a ball at the origin and a ball at the opposite corner, and just because it'll look cool. Again, I'm not going to give it names. I'm just going to say sphere. POS is going to be the vector 0, 0, 0. Oh, I messed up parentheses. Radius is going to be equal to, let's say, L over 20. Color equals color dot yellow. And let's just run it. There it is. So there's my origin. You see that? I'm kind of shifted off over here because my dumb old face is in the way. Now let's put another ball, sphere, position equals the opposite side is going to be equal to vector L, L, L. Radius is the same size, L over 20, and let's make this one magenta. There we go. See, there's my... Now I can make an arrow from there to there. Let's do that. Let's call this A equals... ooh, I should have done... Let's just... See, I should have given these names. So let's do BA equals that. BB equals that. So now they have names. So I'm going to say A is the vector from BB... No, from BA... Let's just call this RA. Let's just call it R. RD, diagonal. I can't come up with a name. So it's going to be from A to B. So it's actually going to be bb.pos minus ba.pos. So if I say .pos, that's the vector location of that object. Okay, and I didn't put an equal sign because I'm just so excited. So now I have that vector. Now I can make an arrow. So let's call this D arrow. And it's going to be, D arrow is going to be a type of arrow. Its position is going to be ba.pos, right? It's going to start at the origin. And its axis is going to be equal to RD. Now we do need to pick a color. I'm going to go with cyan. And let's run that. There we go. Now it looks a little big, but I don't really care. Now I need to make that vector in the x direction. I do care. So I think it's called shaft width equals 0.1. Let's just pick that and see what happens. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. Okay, now let's make that other arrow. I'll call it x arrow. It's going to be equal to arrow POS equals ba.pos. Axis is going to be equal to vector L00, right? Because that's the vector in the x direction. And then the color is color dot, I guess, red. Oh, I need to put the shaft width the same. Shaft, can't see this. Shaft width equals 0.1. Right. So there that's nice. Now I want to find that angle. I'm going to calculate that angle. We don't need to do anything other than that. So theta, just like I said on the board, it's going to be A cosine, A dot B, so it's going to be the dot product of BA, BB. Order doesn't matter with the dot product, divided by the magnitude. Oh, no, wait, this is dot POS. That's not a vector. Divided by the magnitude of BA dot POS times the magnitude of BB dot POS. And let's print theta, and then let's print theta times 180 over pi, because that's going to give it in degrees. So there's that. Not a number. I messed up. BA.POS, A cosine dot BA.POS. Oh, this has to be, oh, no, this. No. Okay, let's see. So it's dot A dot B. That's that right there. Divided by the magnitude of A times the magnitude of B. And then take the cosine. What if I don't take the cosine? Let's just see what that says. If it gives me not a number. See here, this is called troubleshooting. Okay, let's just do this. Let's print dot product of ba.pos, bb.pos. Oh, I had the wrong things anyway. I'm doing rd, and let's call this rx. That was my problem. Rx is going to be vector 100. Okay, I think I can try it again. Theta equals a cos of dot rdrx divided by mag rd times mag rx. Let's try that. Okay, now it's working. Now let's convert that to degrees. Print theta times 180 divided by pi. There you go, the angle between them. The end.